Hello and welcome everyone, Arhart here, and today just wanted to make a quick setup video for my upcoming Total War Attila Western Roman Empire campaign. As you may have guessed by the teaser at the start of the video, the first episode is going to be released next Friday, the 11th of December. And then my plan going forward is to upload this campaign twice a week here on YouTube, every Monday and Friday. Once we get kind of a few weeks into it and I've kind of refamiliarized myself with the core mechanics and, you know, the pace of the campaign is going fairly well, then I might look to see if I've got enough time to record a third episode, and then we'd have Monday, Wednesday and Friday uploads. But I'm going to commit to just Monday and Friday to start with. Gives me a little bit more kind of breathing room with creating this campaign in my schedule. So it's been 4 or 5 years since I last played Total War Attila. I think it was when the last Roman DLC came out. So I have completely forgotten what the unique mechanics were in this game. So I'd love for a lot of advice and suggestions from you guys in the comment section. Is kind of one of the main reasons that I wanted to make this video before I dived in and started the campaign, because I honestly cannot remember really what I need to be aware of in Total War Attila, not just for the Western Roman Empire, but just kind of core gameplay mechanics that are different in Total War Attila compared to Rome 2 and other Total Wars that I've played since then. So if you have any kind of top tips for just kind of general features and mechanics to be aware of while playing Total War Attila, then please do let me know down in the comment section. If anyone's got or knows of a good, I guess, updated video for Total War Attila of kind of getting started, I just need a refresher basically. I have been diving in and playing a couple of hours here and there over the past few weeks to kind of try and refamiliarize myself, but things like the politics system still kind of, I'm like, what does all that do again? How often do I need to check this? So yeah, any kind of reminders, advice for just general gameplay features in Attila down the comment section would be greatly appreciated. Also, what I'm looking for in terms of suggestions and advice is mods for this campaign. Now, I should say I'm not looking for any massive overhaul mods, because again, it's been 4 or 5 years since I last played. I prefer to play a fairly close to vanilla experience, but if there's any good quality of life mods that you think I should use, I think quite a lot of people have been recommending I think there's a seasons mod or something like that. Just stuff like that, quality of life changes, maybe UI tweaks and stuff that makes things a bit more accessible, readable. Let me know down in the comment section. Feel free to link to those mods on the Steam Workshop, and I'll look to include as many of them as I feel kind of work with, you know, what I'm after out of this campaign. In terms of strategy, I do have a kind of planned strategy that we'll dive into the campaign map in a minute and just take a look at the initial start of Western Roman Empire, because I want to outline kind of what my plan is for them. I'm not going to go maximum efficiency. You know, I'm not going to go for the Legend of Total War, you know, full efficient playstyle. That's just not how I play. He does an amazing job, though, of brutally destroying Total War games, playing them to maximum efficiency or maximum cheese. But for me, that's just not how I'm going to play. I am going to incorporate some of his tactics, though, in terms of my initial strategy. I did actually watch his I think it was his first 20 turn or first 10 turn guide video on Western Roman Empire the other day. So I'll incorporate some of that, because some of it isn't, you know, cheesy or exploity or anything like that. It just makes practical sense that is what you should do with the Western Roman Empire. In fact, even the advisor sort of alludes to the fact that you're probably going to need to withdraw to your core Italian provinces and regions to rebuild your strength and then push back out from there. But I kind of have a little kind of twist on that to, again, kind of make this campaign stand out and be a little bit unique. Now, in terms of the difficulty, you'll see it says very hard. This is an initial challenge legendary. So some of you might be like, why not play it legendary, as it were? But for me, honestly, I don't find legendary difficulty any more difficult. I just find it more frustrating because of all the, you know, extra stacked buffs and bonuses that the AI gets and all the extra penalties that you get. I just find it more grindy and more frustrating to play on Legendary. And also, when I have done Legendary campaigns, both myself and you guys, my audience, have said you prefer being able to see the minimap in battles. Now, obviously, I don't pause in my battles anyway, so, you know, that the ability not being able to pause in battles on Legendary, that's not a problem for me. I mean, saving, I would prefer to be able to save whenever I can, but it's not a huge thing because there's so many battles and you get an autosave every time you initiate an attack, so that's not too big of an issue. It's more the fact that the way I like to play my Total War games, the way I enjoy playing Total War games and also creating content for you guys, it kind of tops out at very hard difficulty. Now, I'm not saying I might never, you know, not do another Legendary campaign, but I think for this one, again, because I haven't played Attila for a good few years, and it's quite a different, I always found Attila was a very different Total War game. It was more about survival rather than empire building, and in fact, I think that's reflected in the campaign objectives as well. It's about, yeah, it's survive until the following day. This is one of the things I absolutely love Total War Attila, because I remember when it first came out and I played it, it just felt very, very different. It felt very apocalyptic, like the tone and the mood and the setting. I think CA did a really good job in that. It's just a shame that it's still poorly optimized. RIP. So we're definitely going to be putting my 3090 through its paces. It's still not Total War Attila. I believe when it was released, they were like, some of the settings aren't optimized until new future technologies come out. It's still not fully optimized even on 3090. But hey ho, we'll do the best we can. But yeah, hopefully that explanation of why I'm playing on very hard makes sense. It's about bringing you guys the most enjoyable experience, both you guys as viewers and for me as the player and content creator. So we're going to quickly jump on in to the campaign because I want to outline my strategy. We'll skip the advisors flyover, but I just want to outline what my plan is, because I said I have watched Legend of Total War's guide, and I also watched a bit of Heir of Carthage's campaign on Western Roman Empire. Let's just skip that. You'll see all that when we actually do the campaign next Friday. But yeah, kind of incorporating some of the tactics, and also the advisor, one of the big things he does say is that you may need to pull back and consolidate before you can kind of look to restore the glory of the Roman Empire. So typically, like, the most efficient way to play Western Roman Empire is to immediately pull back from all of your other territories except Italy. You know, just hold up here, spend your money building up all your regions that you can. Potentially get rid of churches because the maintenance cost is really high. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that. Some people in their guides have said leave churches at this level, just don't bother upgrading them. Some say just get rid of them. I don't want to convert to paganism though. I want to stick with Christianity because I think converting makes it a little bit easier, and I'm not gonna, you know, I don't want to make it too easy for myself here. We're already playing on very hard, not legendary. I appreciate. The plan is to abandon Iberia, abandon Spain completely, abandon all of France, all of Gaul, and some people would then say, oh, you're going to abandon Britannia. Now, this is my kind of twist on the strategy of not making it necessarily as brutally efficient as possible, is I actually, for a bit of fun, wanted to see if we can hold on to Britannia as long as possible. Now, that might be complete folly. There might be loads of you now commenting going, oh, Lionheart, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Because not only will we have to deal with, you know, invading, you know, we've got the Saxons and you've got the Danes and things like that, all appearing and coming on in and attacking. But you've also got massive public order problems everywhere. And it might well be that you guys like that. It's just not worth it. The resources you spend on trying to deal with all of that in Britannia is just, it's just gonna, you know, it could be more wisely spent in Italy. And I don't disagree with you. Like 100%, it would be better to probably spend it over here. I just, for a bit of fun, as a British chap myself, I just like the idea of seeing if we can hold on to this, you know, this last outpost of the Roman Empire. So I'm not opposed to abandoning it later on. It's just at the start of the campaign, while I'm abandoning and probably destroying buildings throughout France and Spain, I'm gonna leave stuff in Britannia. I might even spend a little bit of money to try and sort out the public order, because the sooner we can stabilize Britannia along with everywhere else, along with Italy, the better. Do we have massive public order problems here? Yeah, -15. I'm thinking, I'm kind of torn as to whether I should try and hold out here or whether I should probably pull all back in and just hold at Aquileia. I think it's probably better to pull back here because, yeah, looking at that zone of control, that stops the 2 paths. They have to go through that one. So if we put in a solid garrison and an army there, that should be able to hold. We've also got to watch that mountain pass, and we'd probably... I don't know if we can hold on to this one or Octoduron. Maybe we keep an army there and then pull back to Mediolanum. But then I guess you have the same thing there. Mediolanum, probably the zone of control looks after both those mountain passes, so you're better off just holding there. Aquisexte, yeah, again, I don't know kind of how far to pull back. If we should go all the way back, really trim the fat, as it were, back to core Italian regions, or maybe we should try and hold on to like these cities. I guess as long as we don't invest too much in them, there's probably nothing wrong with holding on to that one. We'd lose the smaller regions outside, but maybe we could hold the provincial capitals. But yeah, very much, you know, the element I'm taking, you know, Legend of Total War's advice from is to pull back and consolidate, you know, all my spending and building up in Italy, except for Britannia. I just want to see if maybe it's not a complete false hope and that I can hold on to it. Bit of a twist. See if we can hold on to Britannia, the last Roman outpost or something, like, you know, to just throw an extra bit of challenge in there. It might be folly. We might have to abandon it, you know, several episodes in, alongside France and Spain. But yeah, that's kind of my twist. So with that in mind, that I want to keep hold of Britannia if possible, and that I'm going to pull back to Italy with everything else, feel free to let me know your strategies for like the first 5 to 10 turns. Let me know your thoughts. That's what I'd be really keen to hear in the comment section, alongside any mod recommendations, again, that aren't overhauls but are more quality of life tweaks and changes, and also any general bits of advice for how the heck do we do politics in this, and what do I need to keep aware of, and buildings, what's good buildings to build, and because there's so many things now. Are there better building cards that make this a bit more sense? We have to keep an eye on food as well. And yeah, religion. Do we destroy those churches and forgo that maintenance cost, or should we try and at least keep all the ones that are built at the start? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted just to outline in this setup video. So next week, 11th of December, Friday, first episode is going to go out. And then there'll be another episode out on Monday, Monday the 14th. And then the third episode will be out on Friday the 18th. And then maybe what I'll say is after Christmas, I might look to see if I've kind of remembered how to play Attila enough, and we're doing well in the campaign, that I might be able to carve out a third upload, as it were, and go to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with this campaign. But yeah, I kind of just want to pace myself a little bit, kind of take the pressure off having to deliver 3 videos of this campaign, and just take that time to familiarize myself again with the game, with the mechanics, and give you guys 2 really good, solid videos a week. I will try and make those videos slightly longer than normal to make up for the fact that it's only 2 a week, but we'll just see. We'll kind of just see, again, how the pacing's going. We're going to have a lot of battles to fight early on with enemies attacking all our settlements. I guess we should try and fight most of them just to break the enemy advance a little bit, whittle them down, and things like that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on all the stuff I've mentioned, general advice, mod recommendations, and tactics and strategy that sync on up to me pulling back to Italy from everywhere in the Empire at the start of the game, except for Britannia, which we're going to potentially foolishly try and hold on to. So yeah, until the next one, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, because you do not want to miss part 1 of this series next Friday the 11th. Until the next one, take pride, join the Legion, check out my affiliates and sponsors, Games Planet, and Overclockers UK. Until Friday the 11th, ciao for now.